Hey truck driver, are you overweight? Hey y'all, yeah, I want to talk about being overweight. And I don't mean my gut. I'm talking about trailers. But first I want to say something about these safety chains on pulling doubles. In a previous video, I talked about pre-trip stuff and about crossing chains. Now on the dolly like this, where the attachment point is close to the pintle hook, I said I don't cross them because from my experience from driving and Air Force tie down stuff, that it put them in a bind. I'm gonna go back on that. I still think that's still my opinion on the chains and them being in a bind if something happens, but I'm changing my mind because I've seen several posts on several platforms about guys getting tickets, getting a violation for not crossing the chains. So I am crossing the chains now on this dolly that has the attachment points close up. So I still think they should not be crossed on these, but I don't want to pay a fine, and that's how they want it. That's how they're going to get it. Now, overweights. How many guys pull doubles? How many pull just vans? I know you Everett guys don't pull doubles anymore. When I was there, we did. And I got my opinions on why they went from pulling doubles to back to vans. But I pull mostly doubles. Our trailers, we pull pretty good heavyweight trailers sometimes. Like this morning I had one that showed on the manifest 22,000 pounds and 16,000 pounds on the back. And in this truck, it's got a gauge on it that tells you what the weight is. On the Internationals, it shows an actual weight. Freightliners, it just shows a PSI. And you got to figure out if you're close and if you need to weigh it. My question is, how much overweight will you take? Will you take a trailer that's overweight? Now, what I've always heard is that DOT will give you 1,000 pounds over on any axle as long as you're not over gross. I don't know how true that is. I've never heard a DOT guy tell me that, but that's what I've always heard. Like today, I was a little over, just a few hundred pounds over, so I took it. And Oklahoma pulled me in the scales, weighed me, let me go. I don't know if there's a line, if it's, I've heard 1,000, I've heard 500, I've heard no tolerance. I don't know. So I'll take it if it's a little over because I know I'll burn some fuel and I know that I'm not over gross. So I'll take it like that. Now, on a van, on the single axle, you only got to watch it because, you know, only 20,000 pounds on a single axle, right? 20,000 pounds on these single axles. 34 on a tandem. And even on a pup, it can go over. But on the van, it's a lot easier to go over because you can put, I've had 30,000 pounds on a van and still been able to axle it out because it was loaded right and had the tandems on the trailer slid completely up. So it's got to be loaded right in order to be able to scale that much on a van. But like our tractors that are team tractors, the Volvos, they're really heavy for some reason. I'm not sure if it's a Volvo thing or just how we got them spec'd, I don't know. But if you're pulling if you're driving a sleeper truck here at Saya, they don't want you going over 37,000 pounds total freight on whatever trailers you have, doubles or vans, because then it'll put you over gross. So the team's got to watch that. If I drive a sleeper truck like I have before, I got to watch how much weight I'm pulling. It's the way it works here. How's it where you are? How's it at your barn? What kind of trucks you got? How much weight do you pull? How much over will you go? Do you have a scale at your yard? Or do you just got to wing it? Sometimes our scale's not working. We have one in Dallas. Some of the smaller terminals don't have them. So tell me what you think. Tell me what you do. Let's talk about being overweight. Go down in the description. Check out all my links. Check out the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, hit the alarm bell, like the video. We'll see you.